Hey, everybody. You know what I've been thinking about around self care today? Because I think about self care every day. One of the reasons I think about it is because I have to make sure that I am being very intentional about my own self care. But I also think about it every day because it is something that I have dedicated my life to helping other people make sure that they have as much as possible. So, my question is for Black women because they are my priority in this space. And my question today around what I've been thinking about self-care is, do we ever ask ourselves why? You know how when little kids are just learning to talk or just starting to make sense of the world and they say why this and why that, they ask us why about a lot of different things. And sometimes I feel like we need to take time to stop and think about why we are doing something or not doing enough or doing something in a certain way as it relates to our self care practice. I was meeting with someone today and talking about the time when I had a medical emergency, which made me reevaluate how I was approaching my own self care practice once I got on the other side of that. And I really had to ask myself that question too. Though I thought, and I actually was, investing in self care prior to that incident, I wasn't investing in it in the way that was best for me. And so when I sat with myself, when I sat quietly to think about how I wanted to make some changes and where I needed to make changes about how I was caring for myself, I did have to ask myself why. Why was I overloading my calendar? Why was I not taking enough breaks? Why was I just going, and not going? I was going really fast from one thing to another. My calendar really had no breaks in it. My schedule had no breaks in it. The only break I got was when I slept in on Saturday mornings. But other than that, it was going, no breaks. And I had to sit and ask myself, why am I doing this? No one's making me do this. I'm choosing to do this. So I know that in a lot of instances, we don't choose, a lot of the things that are on our plates or that we have to contend with, barriers that we have put up against us. But there are some things that we just haven't sat down and asked ourselves why about. And when it is related to or comes to your self care, Black women, I really want you to sit down and ask yourself why about anything you need to ask yourself that about so that you can hopefully answer it, make a change if you need to, or maybe it will affirm that you need to keep doing something that you are doing that is working for you. But I think that going through that exercise of asking ourselves why is something that we should all go through, not just once, but continuously as it relates to our self-care practice.